Hey folks, D-Bar here. Welcome to the Hamlet. This is episode 3 of Darkest Dungeon. So I've figured out a few things since the last episode. One being that I can't get my cursor to show up in fraps. Every time I try it, it just doesn't work. And I looked it up a little bit online, and it turns out that something between Fraps and Darkest Dungeon just isn't compatible or something like that. So a lot of people have been having issues recording the cursor. So we're just going to have to live without the cursor for this playthrough. And I'll think about possibly getting a different recording software. But I've been using Fraps since like 2008. So I really don't want to get rid of them. I really like Fraps. But, you know, everything has its downfalls, and you're always going to find something wrong with even the best of software. So, we're just going to jump right in today. I'm going to try to keep this episode a little bit shorter than the last couple. We're going to quickly take a look at the Nomad Wagon. Oh wait, never mind, it's not been unlocked. The guild has been unlocked.
Make no mistake, we will face ever greater threats. Our soldiers must be ready.
So the guild is how you make new or unlock new skills and upgrade your existing skills for your heroes. It's extremely important, especially as you start getting into some different dungeons. Level 2s, level 3s, even if your adventurers are level 2 or 3. If you don't upgrade their skills, their level doesn't really do much for you. It just gives you a little bit more health. So you want to consistently upgrade your skills and do that sort of thing. Now all you have to do is drag a hero in. I didn't do it there. Drag a hero in and you can edit their abilities. You can buy new skills, and the skills you already have you can upgrade as long as you upgrade the guild itself, which I'm not going to do right now because we should be good to still take on some level 1 dungeons. I'm just going to go ahead and pick up the Plague Doctor.
What better laboratory
And I guess
than the
we'll pick up
blood-soaked
another Vestal.
battlefield?
I'm only going to pick up one for now. Whichever one I think is better here. I'm just going to take a quick look. And I think I will go with this one here. This one definitely seems a little bit better to me, so I'm gonna click and drag it in.
A sister of battle, pious
Next,
and unrelenting.
we are going to check out the blacksmith real quick.
The bellows blast once again. The forge stands ready to make weapons of war.
This is the other building we unlocked. You can drag your heroes in here and upgrade their weapons. It literally just gives them a flat boost to their attack and defense. You can also increase their armor, which is the defense boost I talked about. You upgrade it the same way as every other building. Each building requires different heirlooms to unlock. So you got busts, portraits, deeds, and crests. Okay, we're gonna jump right in to the next dungeon. So stand by. Here we go. I believe we can go to the Weald here. Weald, whatever you want to call it. I can never pronounce that word correctly. But we're actually just going to stick with the ruins here. And we are going to clearly not have the best party ever. We'll go with the 90% scout. Should I keep Jeff? He's on the verge here of breaking, but he is a crusader, so I think he's probably a little bit more resilient. Let's actually check out his stress. He's at 75, so he's 3/4 of the way there. So that could be just one unlucky thing happen and I could be done. But I don't really have better alternatives, so I'm just going to bring him along. I'm going to throw Mike in the second slot here, And we're gonna go with our original party. So that's Percy and Mary. Yep, the usual suspects. Now we're going to go ahead and provision. Again, I usually bring the same amount for every quest. I always bring at least 1 shovel and 8 torches for the short missions. It can vary. I mean, it's possible to get hungry twice in a row and just be out of food right away. But like I said, it's all RNG, so I like to bring at least 8 food. And hopefully we don't get wrecked this time.
Pace out the halls of your lineage once familiar, now foreign.
Okay, so we're in the dungeon. We're gonna get right to it. It looks like we have a branching path here, but the only way we can go to start out is this room here, so let's get moving. That was his kleptomaniac skill right there, or trait I should say. He occasionally just tries to take stuff, so gotta watch out for that. Let's see. What can I do with an alchemy table? I think I can use holy water. Item has no effect, and see, it wastes the item there. So let's see. I don't want to waste another item. I'm just gonna go ahead and see if the plague doctor wants to perform some experiments. And he almost got blighted, but he survived. And we're gonna surprise these enemies. Let's quickly dispatch them so we can move on. I'm gonna go ahead and do the bleed. These big guys have a lot of health, but they really don't do that much damage. Although their attacks do bleed us. So what we're actually going to do is try to, let's see. Yeah, we want a noxious blast. We want to blight this guy if we can. And he resisted it. Wow, he only has a 20% chance of resisting, but looks like that paid off for him. And we're going to try to get rid of this guy. I know he was bleeding, but I'd rather focus fire on one guy rather than have multiple enemies with less health. We're at full health, so we don't need to heal up. I'm going to go ahead and use Judgment on the guy again, because he's annoying. And he's going to try to stress us out right away, but that's fine. We can take it. We're tough. As long as he doesn't try to stress out Jeff up front here, we should be okay. So now we are going to... What are we going to do? We're going to give myself a little damage buff here to Jeff. That'll be fine. He's going to keep on trying to stress us out, which is going to be quite annoying because, as you can see, we're already at 30 stress. We're going to bleed out the guy in the front here. He's going to resist, which is not good for us, but we'll survive. And Mike really is taking a hit here. I'm going to go ahead and heal Mike a little bit. Now you can't cure the bleed unless you have a bandage, or the plague doctor can actually use battlefield medicine to heal him, so I might have to do that next round. We're going to kill this guy, or not. Jeff seems to miss his attacks a lot. I don't know why. He's really unlucky. See, this can cure blight and bleed, but we're not going to worry about that for now. We're just going to try... We're just going to try to blight the guy in the rear. Because I want to get rid of him. He keeps bothering me. And he's going to just keep stressing out Mary at the end. She's already at 45, so as you can see, this is our first battle. And she's already almost halfway done.
Press this advantage. Give them no
we should be able to dispatch dispatch this guy now. I actually can't reach him, so I'm just going to go for these corpses, and hopefully she can use judgment on him. I should have used a free round of healing there, but of course I didn't. He'll die in his flight. So
Death by inches.
that was my fault. I did a bad judgment there.
The match is struck.
Keep
A
on
blazing
moving.
star is born.
And you know, I know that I don't have to
Even the cold
keep my
stone
torch lit
seems
at
bent
all
on
times,
preventing passage.
but I try to usually keep it above 75 because lots of bad things happen when you start getting low torch level. I know I haven't really shown you guys that yet. I might later with a different party. I'm just trying to keep my Crusader because they're kind of a rare class, and I really don't want him to die before we can... Now see, this is going to ruin me here because I don't have a shovel. And he's about to go over the edge, I think.
Without tools of iron,
Oh, he's really
we must
close.
rely on flesh and indefatigable
Really
purpose.
close. Now see how low our torch is? Because I wasn't paying attention. We really want to pump that up again. We're up to 95. Hopefully this isn't a room battle. With the scouting mission, I really try to hope for the best and not, you know, I don't want to be engaged as much as possible. Now he's going to get stressed to the
Cool
max.
machinations
Here he
spring to
goes.
life with a singular purpose.
And, of course, it's a negative trait. We'll have to read about that. Let's see. Abusive. Yeah, I see he's become afflicted. It doesn't say anything right this second. It says abusive. I think that means he hurts himself in battle. Also, he loses some stats from being afflicted. And if, as you can see, his stress is at 100 right now, when he reaches 200, he will have a heart attack. So obviously we don't want that to happen. And yes, heart attacks are fatal. I think I've said that before. And we got really lucky in that none of these rooms had battles. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Let's get out of here. And see, like I said, we just ate and we've been hit by hunger again. And hunger can take a real toll on you if you don't have the food that you need. Now, I don't like dungeons where you have a split path with longer legs like this. Maybe if it's like 1 or 2 rooms, that's fine, but when it's, you know, anything 3 or over, it gets really monotonous because you have to keep your torch lit the whole time that you're going down these paths, and then you have to keep your torch lit the whole way back, so you wind up using a lot more torch. The nice thing is, you know, you're not going to get ambushed in a room because you've already cleared the rooms, and the rooms do not repopulate with enemies. Now see, look, this is the 3rd time we've had to eat. Now I don't know what triggers you having to eat, but now that I can't eat, all my heroes are going to take damage and they're going to get stressed.
The
So you see
requirements
that?
of survival cannot
Now
be
he's at
met on an
117.
empty stomach.
So our best bet is to quickly survey the next couple rooms. Luckily this next one is not a battle. I'm not even going to bother with the stack of books, or am I? Let's use the Vestral. Let's see if she can do it. Nice. Our healers are getting set up for success here. Both of them have had positive effects so far. Let's go ahead and torch up, even though I know that it's not a battle in here. Now we've got a battle in the hallway coming up, and we also have a battle in the next room. Although I think once we clear this next room, we might be at 90%. let's see, we have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 rooms. So 90% of 9, I think we're going to have to clear 8. So we're actually going to have to clear the next room and the room after. And we only have 1 torch left, so, you know, hopefully we can get a really good drop of like a torch or something in one of these hallways. I'm gonna go ahead and try to blight the 2 guys at the end. One of them resisted, of course, because nothing ever goes according to plan. We're going to bleed the guy in the front. Maybe that'll kill him. This is a tough dungeon. Now we're going to take a bunch of damage here from the blunderbuss guy back here. And we're all just taking a ton of stress.
Injury and
We're going to have
despondence
to use a lot of heals. I'm just going to go ahead and party heal. I know it's only going to be like a couple points, but it's kind of necessary at this point. I don't think we have bandages, do we? No, we don't. And this has really been a crappy dungeon because we are not getting a lot of treasure here. Let's see, this guy's got 2 health, so he will die his next turn. That's good to know. I'll let these guys keep shooting me because they're not doing that much damage, but I really need to rely on my party heals right now. I'll keep blasting these guys with the blight, keep stacking it on them. And I will hopefully kill this guy now. Now he's dead. This next guy will die on his next turn. I'm going to party heal again. Nice. So Jeff got a 2, and he got a little bit of stress relief there.
Gently. This is how a life is taken.
I have to basically, I'm gonna bulwark up, get myself a little protection, and he's gonna die. Now we just need to take out the blunderbuss guy here. Give him a little bit of bleed on top of his blight. And on his next turn he should die. So we are gonna use battlefield medicine to heal up. I should have cured my healer. I'm not going to use a party heal. I'm going to heal my healer up a little bit here. That's the best possible solution. Unless you crit, you can go a little bit higher.
Unforgiving.
Great. Alright, we need to keep moving and save this torch for as long as we can. Should I use the anti-venom on the bookshelf? Let's try it. Why not? I don't have any blight. Doesn't do anything. So he's gonna take some stress from reading a book. Don't ask me how that happens. We'll go into the next room here. Oh, I didn't think I forgot it was a battle. Now we're gonna take more stress. Hold on here. Should I just try to go for... Nah, let's just go for it. We gotta kill these guys quickly before they can kill our healer. Let's see. Come on. If I party heal, I'll just heal him directly. He needs a little bit more help. Jeez, they are targeting him like crazy. I don't think Percy's gonna make it out of here.
Terrible vistas of emptiness reveal themselves.
Let's see. Why not? I'll plague grenade them. They can take some light damage. Hopefully. There, they both got it. Oh man. We're just getting beat on. I'm gonna try to go for the front guy because he does more damage.
To the pit.
And he's easier to kill. We're gonna try to take the second guy out, and of course I'm gonna miss because, you know, it's a vital time. Why not miss? I would like multiple people to not be on death's door, but I'm gonna party heal in the hopes that this next round I can kill at least 2 guys. Man, they are just pushing me.
Teetering on the brink, facing the abyss.
I'll tell you what really is doing me in is the fact that we had to eat 3 times and I didn't have enough food for that. So I'm gonna have to kill this guy real quick.
Executed with impunity.
I'm going to have to plague these guys and stack plague on them. Of course they would both resist it, you know, naturally. Now if they target Mike here, he might die. He is on death's door. However, we can just keep party healing. Keep him off death's door. Now he is gonna have a permanent debuff for the rest of the dungeon
power.
while he's... Let's see, I can pistol shot one of these guys. I gotta take at least one out because I don't have enough to
them all.
You know, keep on going. I'm gonna try to destroy both of these. I got one at least. That forces him to move up, and hopefully he will die on his next turn. It looks like he will. So, just because of that, I'm only going to clear this corpse. And there
As
he
the
goes.
fiend falls,
Now we gotta just hope
faint hope
that
blossoms.
we gotta hope that. Of course, it's trapped. You know, I figured. We gotta hope that this last room is not a battle. We're gonna pop our torch. We're only at 90, so we really have to hope we don't run into a battle here. I'm gonna avoid some items because I know some of them can do some damage to me.
Mechanical hazards
Is it death's door?
possessed by evil intent.
Let's see. Can we do it? We're at 60%. And we made it. Alright, let's get out of here.
The shifted corridors
Not
and
too much
sloped
reward,
walls of our
kind of a
ancestry are
bad
beginning to
dungeon
feel familiar.
example. I didn't get a lot of collected heirlooms here, and I really didn't get that much treasure, and I almost lost my whole party. So as you can see, it's a risk reward system. You really have to weigh out your options. Let's see what we all got. Hopefully not negative. Of course it's negative. Bears the crushing guilt of deeds, real and imagined. Interesting. Resolution. In town, will never drink. Great. He can't drink. Let's see. On guard. Great. That is a pretty solid buff. Percy can heal up in the brothel better. And lazy eye. Negative to range skills. Well, we mostly need Mary for her healing, not so much range. Although she does have the one ranged skill that we like to use.
In time, you
Alright.
will know the tragic
Now that we're back
extent
in
of
town,
my failings.
we can see that some of our heroes have relieved some stress. We've unlocked some more buildings inside the hamlet, and we've still yet to complete another quest. Next time, I'm going to start out by throwing some of my guys in the Abbey and the Tavern for stress relief. I'll also show you guys the Sanitarium, the Nomad Wagon, and the camping site, the survivalist skills here. But for now, I'm going to have to get off here. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, like, subscribe for more content. Alright guys, see you next time. D-Bar out.